So I stumbled across this Danielle Penny case, and I was very curious to find out what people thought about it in the comments below. So make sure you guys leave a comment. Hit that like button because it helps out your boy. Let's tune into the video and see what's going on out here in these streets.
Again, the news this hour with the jury in the Danielle Penny manslaughter trial potentially getting the case as soon as today.
Well, it comes after the conclusion of closing arguments. Robert Moses in Lower Manhattan. Prosecutors are going to have their hand at trying to convince the jury today, right?
That's right, Rosanna and Kurt, good morning to you. So was Danielle Penny a heroic protector or a criminal vigilante? That's essentially the question that these 12 jurors have to answer, and we do expect them to get the case later on today. Guilty! 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 Prosecutors this morning will continue making closing arguments to the jury, considering the fate of 26-year-old Marine veteran Danielle Penny, who is charged with manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide in the death of Jordan Neely. Penny has pleaded not guilty. The prosecution is expected to finish its arguments today. Once jurors receive instructions, they'll begin deliberating. An assistant district attorney told jurors yesterday, "You obviously cannot kill someone because they are crazy and ranting and looking menacing, no matter what it is that they are saying." Before she addressed the jury, the defense did. The police weren't there when the people on that train needed help. Danny was, Penny's attorney said. Neely had boarded an Uptown F train on May 1st of last year and started menacing passengers. The defense says Penny acted heroically by stepping in and subduing Neely, who was homeless. Penny placed him in a chokehold for about 6 minutes. The medical examiner ruled Neely died from compression of the neck. Penny's attorneys say other factors, including his sickle cell trait, schizophrenia, and synthetic marijuana use, contributed to Neely's death. His uncle listened to the defense's closing arguments.
It's horrible. Like it's just to see what's going on in there is sickening to my stomach. I hate for my nephew to be the circus.
This case has garnered such attention because of how race, mental health, and homelessness collided underground on camera. As well.
Oof, that's tough. That's tough. Okay, I'm going to take out color out of this one. I'm going to take out color because, you know, obviously the first thing that people are going to do is blame color. They're going to say that this is racism, this white guy killing a black guy. You know how it is. Like, every day we hear it. Every day we hear it. But for me, and right now as we speaking, I'm just going to take out the race for a moment. Okay, we understand the race side already. If we awoke, if we you know what I'm saying, if we like just living, we already understand. But besides that, this is a man who was homeless, who was on a train. Clearly, they saying he was on something. And he was yelling and disrupting everybody, trying to take people out and saying some egregious stuff to people from what I've heard. And apparently this guy, Danielle Penny, was the one who stepped in and was like, you know what, you're not going to talk like that to all these people. And pretty much was like, let's square up. All right. I don't know. I don't know if he had to do it because I wasn't there in that situation, but clearly he's not the only one that is trying to restrain this man. Another guy was there trying to restrain him also. So maybe he was doing some egregious stuff. But to have him in a chokehold for 6 minutes, if you're just trying to subdue somebody, you know, it's one thing. If you're just trying to hold somebody down, that's one thing. But when you get to the point to where you now have to choke someone out till they're unconscious, and then even when they're unconscious, you just keep going, that's a different story. And that's what we need to find out.
Was the case when he arrived at the courthouse yesterday. Protesters yelled at Penny as he departed. As we look ahead to the jury receiving this case, a couple things to keep in mind. First of all, if the jury decides to convict, they cannot convict on both charges. So it would either have to be manslaughter or criminally negligent homicide, or maybe neither. And the top charge in this case, that being manslaughter, carries a maximum sentence of 15 years in prison. However, in this case, there is no minimum prison sentence. So in theory, Penny may not spend any time in prison, even if he's convicted on one of those two charges. And we're live at criminal court this morning.
I want to know if he's found guilty. I really do want to know. They were supposed to find out the verdict. So let me do a quick Google search. Why not? Oops. All right, so I did some research and they did not find a verdict yet. They went home at 5 p.m. Hopefully, by tomorrow they will have a verdict while they sleep on it and do what they have to do overnight to really get their answers together. Let me know y'all thoughts about this down below in the comments. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts. Is he guilty? Is he innocent? Is this about race? Is it not? Whatever you want to say in the comments down below. Let me know y'all thoughts, man. Until next time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if y'all are new. Peace.